Good morning, everybody. Truthful Trader here. It is Tuesday, March 4th, and as I stated in my previous video, I'm going to start off with what I like to call the kindergarten of trading. So today I am going to go over what the RSI is, the indicator. It stands for the Relative Strength Index, and here we go. So I know this could be overwhelming to see. But right now you are looking at the SPY, and the SPY is basically just the S&P 500. Uh, it's the ETF. It tracks the S&P 500. So it's just an easier way for people to invest, um, less money to get shares because the S&P 500 is thousands of dollars per share. So, but this, like when you're thinking of like the overall market, this is what you want to look at. So each candle is one day that has gone by. So green means that went up, red means the opposite went down. And like I said, each candle is one day. But for today's lesson, we're just going to focus on this little guy, the RSI. Now, I want you to treat the RSI as a temperature gauge for stocks. Okay. Now, the way it works is anything above 70, this line right here, means that the stock is technically overbought. And opposite to that, anything under 30, which is this line right here, means that the stock is oversold. And the reason why I say treat it like a temperature gauge is because think of it as like the market having a fever, you know? It's like if this purple line, this is the RSI, by the way, this purple line, if the RSI shoots above 70, think of the stock having a fever and it needs to cool down, meaning it needs to change direction, right? And opposite to that, if it comes down way too much, below 30, even 20, then that means that it's really cold and it needs to warm up. Meaning people need to start buying shares and or options, and that's what's going to pull it back into a warmer state. So if you think about it as a temperature gauge, it'll really help you out. Under 30, oversold; above 70, overbought, and then you could expect a change in direction. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Relative Strength Index, or the RSI. Now, I don't want you to go out and just start trading on a whim just because I taught you what the RSI is. You can't do that. There is a lot more you need to know before you start risking real capital. But stick with me, and every day I will show you something more.